I am just waking up. It is Saturday, thank God. Yesterday, I spent most of my day thinking it was Saturday. So now it's officially Saturday. I had great dreams. I slept like a baby. I prayed all night. Woke up early, woke up on time. So I think my body's still saying yes. It's still saying yes. I'm gonna go to the bathroom because I had cramps all night and now I could feel that I need to go to the bathroom because let's be serious. Okay, I just brushed my teeth so we ain't got no morning breath. I am going to just pack my bowl and do a little morning wake and bake. My man just went to get some more water. We ran out of water late night, so he went to get that when he had to get his gas. And yeah, again, I was very much listening to my body on this new decision whether or not I want to try something new and be in a horror film. It's a great opportunity to both support Small and my family and get a new opportunity to try something new. So my body still feels really good about it. I don't have anxiety. I just have more of excitement and joy and wonder about what could be and what could come. So, yeah, we're feeling really good about it. Got my water right here. I did want to say about the mushroom vape that I tried yesterday at work. And it was a very subtle flavor. My man and the boss say it kind of tastes like salvia, which I haven't tried salvia before. But I didn't notice like exactly a head high or a body high or anything like that. But I will tell you that I did not have an urge to smoke any flower, to hit any nicotine. After that one hit on camera, I was pretty good for the day. And like I said, wasn't really interested in indulging with flour, but I was hella focused. Like I got a lot done. I was just organizing, doing a bunch of stuff, and then my day was over. So I was like, okay, so this must have something good in the blend where it's focus prone. So I like that. The subtle flavor was really nice because I'm sick of like overpowering flavored pens everywhere. I'm gonna start getting ready and kind of still process. Gotta pick out my outfit, straighten up my room a little bit because just like work, I treat my home the same way. I like to kind of prep the house and all of my mess and get it tidied at least before the day off. So I'm not just doing everything on my day off, kind of I get to at least enjoy some of myself and some of my environment and hobbies and just relax because I work every day. That's the one thing is like being full-time, I really try to take the time on my days off to just spend it with my loved ones and to do what I like and to just kind of have a reset and a recharge day for me. Probably come along with that. And if I do have time, I might get some of my art on the desk in order so when I get off and tomorrow afternoon I can just get into a canvas and paint. I blow dry my hair last night and put it in a bonnet, and then I woke up and the bonnet was off. So I'm probably gonna my skin feels so good from the late night skincare though. I'm probably just going to brush it. I might straighten it. I'm not sure. My hair is like already naturally straight, so I don't really know if it's necessary. Yay! Coffee. I've got my black coffee here. A little cinnamon in it. If you know, you know. I think this is like a strawberry and cream. One of our pods, so this is really good. It smells like strawberries. I usually put my little coconut milk in there. It's a really good mix, but today I'm just going for it. All right, editing last night, a couple things were coming up through the pros and cons, and a bunch of the yeses will come up, and I hadn't thought about this until late night when I was uploading the video. Remembered something from my childhood. I'm sure a lot of kids did this because look at how we evolved now. We kind of did this, like how kids have their internet now, but we have our handheld camcorders with tapes. And me and my cousins all the time, I mean, I had a really big family, thankfully, and cousins my age, and we had so much fun in our youth. And there's so many home videos of us putting on skits. Like we would go into a room and perform a whole play for our family and all of our older cousins and aunts and uncles and grandparents. And it was really, really fun. And we were just silly kids always having a hoot. But I do remember one vacation we went to Michigan, I believe, and it was kind of like a campground vibe with cabins and overnight stays. It was great. And my cousins were doing some sort of film for during summer, like a summer club, kind of film club. And they did a scary film, and we all did our part and went into the woods, did some shooting, and it was the time of our lives. And I just thought, how funny is it that now as an adult, here I am wanting to go be an extra as an adult, and like this would be me kind of allowing my inner child to play. And you know, when you grow up, your perspective shifts and you allow yourself to reparent yourself and to break the ties and some of the conditioning that you were raised to know through, you know, just your parents. And that's unconscious, they just know what they know. And I was like, oh my gosh, why is this memory like popping up in my brain before I go to bed? And it was definitely a cute one. So I was definitely the weird kid that was in the bad kid, I say, because I got in trouble for doing this. But I would, because we didn't have phones, I wasn't allowed, it was such a different time, and I would listen to the radio like nonstop in my bedroom, and in the house it was always playing. And they would always have like these casting calls, and you know, if you know these 90s babies. And so it would always be like, did your kid want to be a star, want a chance to be on Nickelodeon or Disney or some stupid shit like that? And I was that kid that was like, yes, I do. And so I would take the phone and I would secretly call these numbers, and then they would call the house back, and my dad would answer, or my dad would catch me on the phone, and I would get in so much trouble. And it's just so funny. I look back on it. I wanted to do modeling, and everybody was just really directed at putting me in sports and giving me structure. And my parents both work full time. So if I did need a nanny or anything, we had such a big family, it was awesome, and had an aunt or uncle, or would go to the cousins, you know? Anyways, I do remember in grade school, I really wanted to do a modeling gig, and there was something in the mall, and it was like a mini fashion walk thing, and my mom took me, and we had gotten a dress. The dress is so embarrassing. I don't know if she has pictures, but it was like a turquoise, teal, and purple dress with some like peacock design on it. It was bad, but I felt like on top of the world. That's exactly what I wanted to do. And I remember everybody was just like, you're too short, it's not gonna work. And I hated that. So it just makes me laugh so much. And I was looking back at the last time I visited my parents, and my 5th grade teacher had written in one of our books like predictions for what everybody would become, and she put me down under model. So I just think that's so funny, because I remember everybody like, oh, you're so pretty as a kid, and your eyebrows, and I just honestly didn't see it. I was going through a hard time as a kid, as far as like identity crisis. So now I'm like, man, I have been talking about it for the past year. We have a couple photographer friends, and I really want to do a photo shoot, like even if it's just for me. But I've been wanting to build a portfolio and just like take photos, especially since I see everybody in my family and from like the 80s and older, they're like, they all have these beautiful headshots and photographed moments, and we don't really do that as youth. So I really want to get myself dialed up and get some photos taken. And especially if after this weekend, if I do decide to go through with this little opportunity to be in a movie out on the East Coast, I talked to him and I was like, you know, I sat on the decision last night and my body woke up feeling really good. And now, after the 24-hour wait, I think it's, if we can wait the weekend and by Monday, if it's all open and available and meant to be, then we're gonna go for it. Why not? Again, it supporting a small film business, being family members, like mother-in-law is also adopted, or her aunt's daughter. So her cousin. So I don't know, I'm just so excited. Everything feels so good.
It's the first day of March. It's the first day of March. It's the first day of March. That means spring is around the corner. Yeah, yeah. We are gonna dress cute today.
Something in me really wants to wear a dress today. I love March. We are officially in Pisces season, also spring season. Maybe with some cool Converse. And so I just got off the phone with my cousin, and he lives in LA, California. He makes films, he's worked on films. Ever since I can remember, it's been his passion. Actually, fun fact about him, he was an inspiration. He was one of the cousins that had a good story with his adoption and had a lot of similar qualities as his mother, and they actually ended up both being in the film industry and having a lot of cool traits in common. So he really inspired me since a little girl to just follow my heart and trust in my own journey and end up meeting my mother, because a lot of other people I did hear, you know, some horror stories and some negative outcomes. But yeah, funny, my mom was like, just Google him, you see what he does, because we were on the phone and he's so humble. But yeah, he gave some really great advice about where he started and everybody started. Taken from it was go for it, and starting small is always a great stepping stone if it's something I want to try and experience and experiment with for the first time. Doing a small budget film is really good to be behind the scenes, get a good idea how it is to be in a production, on a team. You can really learn from people with more experience than you and just kind of sit back and listen. But ultimately, he was saying, trust your gut. If it's something you want to do, go for it. Everyone needs a stepping stone, and starting small is really good. And if it's something I like, then I can go from there and do more extras or behind the scenes or, you know, that kind of thing in other cities. But yeah, I got a really good response from him, and it only filled up my heart with more excitement. So that's sick. It makes me feel really grateful just to know that I have a beautiful chosen family that no matter what, they're gonna have my back. I mean, we were all on FaceTime this morning, all kind of giddy on the possibilities, and a switch up on a path, because I've been feeling I need something like this. And now gives me a reason to get some headshots done. My cousin said by looking over the website and the video, he really gets a good feeling in his gut about these people. He trusts, based off what he sees, that I'll be taken care of and that it'll be a really good, tight-knit family crew. And again, a great opportunity for it to be one of my first big experiences behind the camera. Another ultimate thing that he was saying is it's cool because I would be pitching in towards making a film and helping the small production become a thing. And not only is it for experience in my lifetime, he was also a part of some very small budget films, and some of those friends are still in his life 15 plus years after. So that's something really special to think about. But not only am I getting something for myself out of this, I can look at it in a way of inspiring generations after me stay in the film industry, even if it's small, and just go for it. And it being a horror film, it's gonna be with a bunch of black sheeps and outcasts and weirdos, and what better place to go be weird and then a bunch of everybody else being themselves and accepted, and kind of, I just really like that idea of it. And when I lived in Virginia, I actually got to help with a haunted house, and just being around that, I was like, wow, I want to do this. I want to do this in my life. How do I do this? So I don't know. We're gonna go for it. First, now we're gonna get dressed. The rainbow Converse would go good with everything. Fun fact, this is my grandmother's vest, and it's so cool. It has like little mirrors in the birds, and it's a little big, but honestly, I could tie it a little bit. I should tie it a little bit, actually. I wanted to go for a little bit of a cream and a little green because it is March, so now it's officially, in my eyes, springtime. And luckily I got to poach my grandmother's good clothes before a lot of it got donated. So I like to wear her clothes just because it makes me feel a little bit close to her. I still wear her sweater. I refuse to clean it. It still has her little handkerchief in the pocket. But this is cute. This is very springish. So I'm gonna wear this today. Anybody else keep their socks in the tub? I have, like I said, I have socks underneath the bed, but the room got my Mona Lisa. Oh, okay. So one thing I really enjoyed and took away from that conversation with my cousin was that he was realistic first, almost like he gave the bad news first, and was like, hey, here's the realistic part of it. It's gonna be small budget. You might have to like travel for it. Might not be anything big. But then he went straight into the positives and kept that optimism in my heart alive, which I really appreciate, because I honestly was kind of expecting it to be hard or harsh. I even said, like, is this out of my league? Am I crazy? But no. I mean, I can cry thinking about it right now. It's like, it's so important to have people in your life like that, because no dream is too big. If your heart wants it, you can do it. It just comes down to what sacrifices you're willing to take and how much you're trying to give, and what you're exactly trying to get from. And experience, it's something new. It's something I've always wanted to do, even talking on FaceTime with my mom. I don't know. And so now here we are. So I don't know what shoes I want to wear yet, but we're rocking it. Almost an hour to go before I leave for the job. I leave for work. And I'm just gonna chill, probably roll a little joint for the day, and brush my teeth again. Because if you know, you know. I usually like to wake up and brush my teeth right away. And then since I drink coffee, I usually snack, and I smoke, I need to brush my teeth again, because that's a more buildup, and I'm gonna go talk to people and sell glass. So you want your mouth to be squeaky and clean, just like the glass you're about to sell. So I got to talk to my parents on FaceTime this morning. Again, it was a great conversation. A lot is coming to light, and they're supportive of this weird new path I want to be on. And I booked a trip home for my birthday. So in spring, I'm going to be going to see them, which is crazy, but I just said, let's do it. I want to start seeing my family more this year. That is a goal. I regret, ever since my grandmother passed, not going back to see my family and having quality time with them. Life goes by so fast, and it just is the reason I kind of started YouTube, is when my grandmother Sylvia passed. Is like her spirit kind of pushed me to start documenting these moments, and I'm gonna process it, take the weekend, and enjoy my day off tomorrow. This was just like a little get ready. I'm probably just gonna put some eye patches on and some sunscreen and call it good. I don't really feel like doing a makeup look today. I think I will be back later today. I might do another video later today, just because it's kind of been fun documenting my process right now in real life. Everybody has said we just need to make the decision and let the chips fall where they fall. And if it's meant to be, then we'll go from there and go for it. But my cousin now also said, F yeah, follow your heart, go for it.